Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to American Government Class with Mr. Weckby. It is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Hope you had a great weekend. We have a really easy day today in American Government Class. I know that the past few have been kind of long, a lot of work, so today we're cutting you a little bit of a break. We're giving you a fun assignment. If you take a look at our agenda, got 5 things on the board, as always. Last class review. Then we're going to talk about something called memory cues. It's going to be very helpful for this class and any other class you have for the rest of your life. And I mean that. It's going to kind of work in with our article order, the articles of the Constitution and memory cues. We're going to kind of bind them together. I'm going to give you your assignment and your attendance question, and we'll be off. So, that being said, last class review, you guys learned all about the 7 articles of the Constitution, and you had a vocabulary quiz. Great job on both. All right, you got both assignments into me. Everybody who at least attempted to get both of those things in did a great job. The vocab quiz, I told you, pretty easy. For the most part, you guys did a fantastic job on that quiz. We're starting off this final 6 weeks of this first semester with some pretty good grades in that grade book. Now, also last class, besides the vocab quiz, we were talking about the Articles of the Constitution, not the Articles of Confederation, 2 different things. And this was the order of our articles. The legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Those are the first 3 articles or chapters of the Constitution. They lay out how each one works, the rules and regulations, the requirements, so on and so forth, of the 3 branches of government. The 4th article talks about states, admitting them to the Union, how they should treat each other, things of that nature. The 5th article talks about the amending process, how to amend the Constitution. And then 6 is the Supremacy Clause. Remember, very short one, just a clause that says, hey, the Constitution is supreme. It's the numero uno law in the world. Constitution, nothing higher than it, nothing bigger. This is the #1 rule book for our country. 7, also very short, says, hey, when 9 out of 13 states ratify this bad boy, it's going to become official. Now, how are we going to use this today with something called memory cues? Well, memory cues is kind of a little trick to help you learn things, all right? You can use them in any class. It doesn't have to be government. It can be any class that you have in high school. It can be in college if you go on. It can be in community college. It can be later on in your life to just help you remember something that you have a hard time remembering that you always forget. For example, if I said, hey, tell me the 7 articles of the Constitution in the correct order, that might be tough for you to do right now. So we try to come up with something called memory cues, which is a cue, excuse me, a cue to help you remember something. Give you an example. When I spell the word beautiful, my memory cue is I have to say it in a specific way in my head. It's the same way I learned it when I was a kid. I can't just write the word. I have to go B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. That's just how I remember it. That's a memory cue. It's an example. We're going to do something a little bit different today with the memory cues when it comes to learning the articles of the Constitution in the correct order. You see them on the board behind me. And some of you are noticing right now the first letter in each one is really big. That's because I really want to emphasize that first letter. We've had 1 or 2 classes where we talk about the articles. If I asked you to tell me them in order, it'd be tough. It'd be really tough for you to do. I don't know how many of you can do it. So, instead of just taking all of this information, we're going to chunk it down, make it into something that's much easier to remember. In fact, I'm not even going to worry about all these little letters right here. We're just going to erase all of them. Boom, 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 and boom. L-E-J-S-A-S-R. Is that easy to remember? No, it's not easy to remember either, is it? This doesn't help. But what we're going to do is we're going to change this up right now. We're going to take each letter in the correct order, and I'm going to create a sentence out of it. A sentence that might have nothing to do with government whatsoever. So let's take a look here. L. I need something with an L. I'm going to go ahead and let's say Let's go with a name. I'm going to say, let's go with Lucy. Lucy. Now my next word is going to have to start with an E. And I kind of want this to make sense. I can't just throw random words out there. I got it. Lucy expects. J one is tough. J is tough. But Lucy sounds like a female. Most females appreciate jewelry. So let's go with jewels. Lucy expects jewels. S. So let's act like Lucy has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend's name is probably Adam. I like Adam. Lucy expects jewels. So Adam, let me tell you something about Adam here. Adam, he's a player. He ain't getting no girls, no jewels. So Adam, that boy, he's going to start running. Lucy expects jewels. So Adam starts running. What does this have to do with government? Not a darn thing. Not even a little bit. But this is very easy for me to remember on a Thursday in November, possibly the 19th, where I might have a weekly review quiz in a government class at Precision Academy, where I can think to my head, Lucy expects jewels, so Adam starts running. I remember that, and I remember the first letter of each one of these articles of the Constitution. I write this down on my paper, and I say, hey, I know it's not Lucy, but the L. The L is for legislative branch. E, executive branch. J, judicial branch. S, there's two S's. The first one is states. A, Adam, amendment. S, the Supremacy Clause. And R, ratification. And just like that, I know these 7 articles of the Constitution in the correct order, simply by creating a memory cue that has nothing to do with government. What I want you to do today for your assignment is the same exact thing, but with completely different words. Start with an E, or I'm sorry, an L, an E, and a J. Then have an S, an A, an S, and an R. And you are going to come up with one word for each of these that makes a sentence that will help you remember this order when it comes Thursday and you guys have a quiz on exactly this. That is your assignment. That is also your attendance question, all right? If you have any questions about what to do, first rewatch the video, then email me if you still have a question. I'm here to help you out. I'll be here all day right by the laptop. Simple as that. Come up with a memory cue. 7 words that fit in any order, however you'd like, as long as it's school appropriate. Send those to me as your assignment and your attendance question for today. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to seeing what you come up with. We'll see you on Thursday.